Hey, what's up guys, it's Jojo X back again with another video, and today we are naming 5 players that are probably going to retire after the 2019-2020 NBA season, aka the bubble. Alright, number 5, Carmelo Anthony. This slot was held for either Carmelo Anthony or Jamal Crawford. The decision was made quickly after Crawford signed with the Brooklyn Nets ahead of the NBA's restart. Now we will focus on Anthony. Anthony's road has been rocky since being traded by the New York Knicks. He spent 1 year with the Oklahoma City Thunder. After the season, he was traded to the Atlanta Hawks, quickly bought out. Anthony then signed a 1-year deal with the Houston Rockets. He spent just 10 games in Houston before being traded to the Chicago Bulls, where he was never going to play. The Bulls had plans to release Anthony before the deal was made. After all of that, Anthony landed in Portland. 50 games, Anthony is averaging 15.3 points per game for the Trailblazers. He's with the team preparing for the restart of the league. This could be his last in the NBA. Anthony is one of the best scorers to ever play, but he has gone downhill quickly. Prior to being signed by Portland, Anthony had a retirement date set. He is not signed for the 2020-2021 season, which means he could play out this season and then call it quits. Alright, on to the next. And number 4, Tyson Chandler. Tyson Chandler decided to return for one more season after spending the 2018-19 campaign with the Phoenix Suns and Los Angeles Lakers. The former Defensive Player of the Year played just 55 games last season with his 6 starts. Chandler signed a 1-year, $2.6 million contract with the Rockets prior to the season. This has not been a fit since the beginning of the season. Chandler has played 26 games with 5 starts this season. He's averaging 1.3 points and 8.4 minutes per game. When the NBA restarts, well, it already restarted, Chandler will be glued to the bench for Houston. The Rockets' play style of basketball that Chandler does not fit into. The 37-year-old center admitted that he should have retired before the season. It seems likely that he will following the 2019-2020 season. On to the next. Number 3, Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol is one of the best international players ever in the NBA. He's a 6-time All-Star and was named NBA Rookie of the Year after averaging 17.6 points and 8.9 rebounds per game for the Memphis Grizzlies. In 2008, the Grizzlies sent Gasol in a 2010 second-round pick to the Lakers for Kwame Brown, Javaris Crittenton, Aaron McKie, the draft rights to Marc Gasol, and first-round picks in 2008 and 2010. This trade worked well in the Lakers' favor as Gasol complemented Kobe Bryant well and was a part of back-to-back championships. Gasol averaged 17.7 points and 9.9 rebounds in 7 years with the Lakers. Gasol went on to spend 2 years with the Chicago Bulls and 2 with the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs and Gasol agreed to a buyout during the 2018-19 season. 2 days after being bought out, the Milwaukee Bucks decided to add the veteran center. After just 3 games, Gasol suffered an ankle injury that cost him the rest of the season. Gasol made it clear prior to the 2019-2020 season that he wanted to re-sign with the Bucks. He's currently not on an NBA roster but has not officially announced his retirement. We may already seen the last of Gasol in the NBA, and if so, he gave us an incredible show. On to the next. Number 2, Kyle Korver. Kyle Korver was all set to retire after spending last season with the Cleveland Cavaliers and Utah Jazz. At the last minute, he decided that he is not ready. This was a good decision given the fact that he signed a 1-year, $2.6 million deal with the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks were 53-12 and 6.5 games up in the Eastern Conference before the season was paused. Stars like Giannis Antetokounmpo and Chris Middleton led the way, but Korver has been valuable off the bench. He's played in 50 games for the Bucks and is shooting 41.5% from beyond the arc. This is what Korver does best. Korver is currently 4th all-time on the all-time three-point shooting list with 2,437 makes. He has led the league in three-point percentage 4 times throughout his career. He's already solidified himself as one of the top sharpshooters to ever play the game. Now Korver has a chance to win a championship and retire from the game of basketball on top. Now on to the next, which is also the last. This is in no particular order, but Number 1, Udonis Haslem. Haslem went undrafted in the 2002 NBA Draft. After spending a year in France, the Miami Heat decided to add the forward as a free agent. Miraculously enough, Haslem is still with the Heat 17 years after signing his first NBA contract. Haslem signed a one-year $2.5 million deal with the Heat for the 2019-2020 season. He's played just 3 games this season, but vows to be ready when the league returns to action. Either way, it will not mean much. Haslem is extremely popular in the locker room and among the franchise, but his production on the court has always been questionable. Haslem has averaged 10 or more points just 4 times throughout his career, and has not happened since the 2008-2009 season. Haslem is not a huge name in the league, but he has lived out a dream of his. He is from Miami and played his college ball at Florida. Haslem has 3 NBA championship rings from his tenure in with the Heat. If he hangs them up following the season, he will be a classic long-term player that fans will remember. That's all I have for today. So hope you like. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, and hope you enjoyed. Deuces.